It is just after 1 p.m. and I have a little bit under an hour before my next meeting. That's just enough time to grill up hot and fast burgers on the Weber Q. There's no time to waste, so let's go. To really illustrate just how fast it is to make burgers on a gas grill, I'm going to time this cook from start to finish, including preheating time. So let's crank up the gas and pop that ignition, close the lid, and let this grill preheat for about 10 minutes. But instead of sitting around doing nothing during this time, we're going to prep our burger patties. Now, this is just lunch today, so I don't have a huge portion, just 2 quarter-pound portions of ground beef. If you want to save even more time, you could get these pre-formed into patties, but it's really simple to take these ground beef portions and make your own. Gently roll and knead them between your hands, and then smash down to form your patties as evenly as possible. Now, just an FYI, there is a little bit of debate on whether or not you even have to knead your ground beef. However, I think it's good to do so very gently because it helps stretch out and bind the proteins together, making your patties less likely to fall apart on the grill. Now, to knead or not to knead, you should put a thumbprint in the middle of your burger patties because this will keep them from ballooning in the center on the grill. Alright, patties are formed, so let's get some avocado oil on them. You only need a very small amount. You don't want to use too much oil, otherwise this will flare up on the grill. Gently and evenly spread that oil across the surface of each of your patties, and then don't forget to repeat the process on the other side, adding more oil if you feel it's necessary. Now it's time to season the patties. You could use whatever you'd like, but today I'm going to use Kinder's all-purpose rub. Now, as I season these burgers, I want to call out an important technique here. Notice that I am using just one hand, my left, to touch the burger patties, and using my other hand, my right, to hold my seasonings. This way I'm not contaminating my clean spice container with raw meat juices. After all that, we're not quite at 10 minutes yet, so there's time to prep my burger toppings. I like keeping things classic, so I'm going to slice up this tomato, as well as a red onion. Can you believe all of that only took about 6.5 minutes? So I actually do have a little bit of time to wait while the grill finishes preheating. So all I could do is wait until we hit the 10-minute mark. Here we are at 10 minutes, and as you can see on the lid, this Weber Q is reading over 500 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's time to grill. Place your burger patties directly on the grill grates. Tap very gently on top of these patties to ensure good contact with the grates. Again, this is just a light tap, don't press down. Now, we're going to shut the lid and let these cook for about 8 minutes total, flipping halfway through. Our gas knob is currently set to high, but that's a little bit too much for burgers, so we're going to switch this to about a medium-high heat. That's labeled 5 on these new Weber Qs. Alright, so after 4 minutes, it's time to give these burger patties a flip on the grill. And once again, a gentle tap to ensure good contact with the grill grates. Nice looking sear marks on both of these burgers, so we'll just shut the lid and let these continue to cook. After 3 more minutes on the grill, that's 7 minutes of total grilling time so far. We're going to now toast up some buns. As usual, I try to stay a little bit on the healthier side, so on goes some whole wheat buns. After that, we're going to melt some cheese on both of our patties, so on goes some cheddar cheese slices. 1 more minute is all this needs, so let's shut the lid for the quick 60 seconds. So here we are 1 minute later, 8 minutes of total grilling time. These burgers should be cooked to about medium. So we should be seeing an internal temp between 140 to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's whatever this is in Celsius. All there is to do now is to pull everything off the grill, head on inside, and assemble these burgers. Alright, so back inside, we start with our toasted buns. Then we start layering. Begin with a bed of fresh greens. I'm using arugula, but lettuce or spinach works just as well. Now comes our burger patty with melted cheese, followed up by our slice of tomato and some red onion. And to finish everything off, some condiments on the top bun, some mayonnaise, and some ketchup. Now I'll place the top bun on my burger to cap it all off, and here we go. This is a good looking lunch. Hot and fast burgers made on a Weber Q. And even after assembling 2 of them, you'll see that this took me just under 25 minutes, including preheating time. Hard to beat that. Well, there's only one thing left for me to do, and that is to enjoy. Thank you very much as always for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye!